Thanks to those joining me live and to those that will be joining me on archive. Thank you for tuning in. Thumbs up the video. This is my priest voice. Anyway, look, check it out. All right, thumbs up the video. Hit the notification button. That way you're notified every time D-Style Boxing comes on live. We're going to start getting back into this boxing thing, that's for sure. I know a lot of you have been like, oh, D-Style, get back to the boxing, man. D-Style, you don't know anything about politics. Talk boxing. Right? Well, it doesn't mean I agree with those statements, but I will talk more boxing. Okay, right? I will. All right, check it out. Check it out. Check this out. All right. Really? That's it? Like, I've been hearing the rumblings about, oh my God, they got it. Like, what do you got to say now? Like, damn, this must be some pretty, some big stuff. Like, this must be some pretty big revelations. Like something huge has transpired. Like for me to, and I listened to it, and this is all it is. It's an interview that Frank Warren gave. This is all it is. I mean, it's nothing, man. But anyway, let's just go over it anyway. So Frank Warren is having an interview, right? Yeah, hold on. So Frank Warren had an interview where he admitted, like, this is up there, right? We got to put Mueller on this case. He's got to drop the Trump case and get on this case because this one is a doozy, all right? Yeah. So Frank Warren had an interview. This is all it was. I'm going to tell you what it was. This is all it is. That him and Charlie Finkel were talking about having some sort of deal with BT Boxing to potentially have the Wilder AJ fight, for them to buy the rights for the Wilder AJ fight for broadcasting in the UK. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. And he's like admitting it's not like a secret. When they're like, oh, this got exposed. Exposed? What do you mean? Like, this is out of the open. You don't need the FBI here and Mueller and the FBI to investigate this. This is pretty much it's out there. So what? That's like saying, that's like if you found out that Eddie Hearn was in talks with both HBO and ESPN about buying the rights to the Wilder Joshua fight if it potentially happened, right? And not going through Showtime. I mean, that's all it is. Like, this is stupid. So you go to the highest bidder. I mean, it's like, what is so? There's nothing complicated about this. There's no, like, nothing has been caught here, and the more. And then they twist the words of Frank Warren for him saying they don't want the fight to happen. They, as in Hearn and company, they twist that as to say, oh, it was never a serious deal, the $50 million offer, because, the TV rights were going to come up, and apparently them trying to work a deal with BT was to find a way out of the fight somehow. What? Wait, what? And then not only that, I don't know how much money you guys think comes into broadcasting, but the idea that BT Boxing was going to put a huge share of that $50 million guarantee is laughable. That's fucking laughable. Okay? Are you shitting me? Like, oh, they were trying to get the money from BT Boxing. They were working with Frank Warren. They knew that Eddie Hearn was going to be like, I ain't going to do that. And then are you kidding me? That's it? So now the $50 million was real, right? But it was like, well, what are you guys trying to say? Like, this is what drives me insane. Okay. They are stuck on this $50 million thing. It's so embarrassing that AJ turned down $50 million that he asked for. It is so embarrassing to them that they're trying, like, it just can't be real. It just cannot be real. No, my guy wouldn't turn that down. Obviously, they didn't have the proof of funds. Really? Now they're bringing up proof of funds. And when Eddie Hearn already said that he never asked for proof of funds, you see how this works? Right? I mean, this is crazy. They're still stuck in this whole thing. How much money do you guys think BT Boxing was going to pay for this fight? That's not where the money isn't in the UK. I already told you guys this, right? But if BT Boxing was going to offer more money than Sky, it's a viable option. Why not? If HBO offers more than Showtime, then hey, you could do the fight on HBO. That's fine, right? Yeah, keep in mind, it's all projection because they don't say shit about the zone, which is obviously everything they're accusing the Wilder side of doing is exactly what Eddie Hearn did, right? The issue with the zone is the reason that fight didn't happen. It's not Wilder side and Finkel talking to Warren about a deal, and they already had a good relationship, so therefore it made the negotiations for the Fury Wilder fight easier to make. That's not that side that's responsible for this. I mean, I'm not even a fan of Frank Warren. Okay, I'm not. But this is laughable. This is laughable. This is stupid. Like, that's all it is. When I saw what it was, I was like, that's it? That's your groundbreaking evidence? That's it? What? That's all they have. An interview of Frank Warren talking about a deal with BT Boxing or BT or whatever they call it. Okay? That's all it was. It was nothing else, folks. It was nothing else. That's all it was. And they used his word saying, well, it wasn't going to happen because they didn't want the fight. He's talking about Joshua's side of things. He's not talking about the Wilder side. And he's talking about Hearn and Joshua. You could fill in the blank, okay? I'm going to put words in the mouth of Frank Warren, but it's clear that he kind of gets the same deal we got, that they don't want this fight, right? Why do we keep? Can you guys just take the L? This $50 million thing, just take the L already and move on, right? You guys, like, this is embarrassing. Like, you keep embarrassing yourselves. You keep bringing up these issues. Your guy turned down $50 million, and that's it, okay? At least wear it, okay? At least stick to the story Hearn's stuck into now, right? Eddie Hearn, out of his own mouth, said that the fight will be worth more money in the U.S. Stick to that. Stick to the story about it's horse shit and it's bullshit, but just stick to the whole Joshua wants to fight in front of his fans because his fans deserve to see a fight of that magnitude in person. Stick to all that. That's better than all this other bullshit you guys are bringing up, right? Now, with that said, well, with that said, let's talk Tyson Fury, right? I thought Tyson Fury looked like Tyson Fury. When people are like, "Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think he looked right, man. He didn't look all that to me, man." Like, have you guys are acting like if there was a time where Tyson Fury was just blowing everybody out of the water. Like, that's not the type of fighter the guy is. Okay, all right. That's just not. You guys want him to be something he's not. All right. He got some rust out of the way, put some rounds in, and that's it. Okay. And now you guys are mad, okay, that now a lot of the arguments that Joshua fans have are going to go away, okay? They're mad at the whole 50-50 thing. They're mad that the the Wilder and Fury fight's happening. They're mad that now Wilder's going to make a lot of money. They're mad that they're not going to, like, the whole, like, oh, he's only made $2.5 million, and that's out the window, okay? A lot of their arguments, like, oh, he's never been on this, he's never done this, he's never dropped this. All of us, that's going away now, I wouldn't even be. It wouldn't even shock me, if they think they see like Fury as a traitor. Okay, like a traitor to the UK. All right, like, it wouldn't even surprise me. All right, and they're just angry that he just popped out of nowhere. Like, well, I'll fight the guy. Like a real champion. That's what a real champion does. All right. And I've been very critical, by the way, of Tyson Fury. All right. I've been very critical of him just leaving the sport just like that. I was very critical of him being heavyweight champion and leaving the sport like he did. I questioned his willpower when it comes to the drugs. And I said, if he can't overcome that, he should just fucking retire. But he's overcame it. Tyson Fury has overcame, okay, a lot of his problems. And we don't know how long Tyson Fury is going to be around. We just don't know. He's a wild card. I just know that him versus Wilder is an intriguing fight. All this stuff, people are just making all this other stuff up. Like when people say things like oh, Fury needs to come back and he has to fight 4 top 10 guys first before we know he's ready for Wilder, right? When people say things like that, right, they're just making that up, right? There's nothing there's no proof that you got to fight 4 or 3 top 10 guys to prove that you're ready, okay? They're just piling on a task that they know we don't got fucking time for, right? We don't have time. We don't have 4 or 5 years to wait for your little theory to come to pass. Okay, to see, like, we don't have time for that. Time waits for nobody. Father Time doesn't wait for anybody. None of these guys are getting younger, right? And the circumstances are changing. There's up and coming contenders. We don't have time, okay, to marinate these fights or let's give. The rule is. Okay, I went to Asgard and I asked the Asgardian gods how many fights it takes, to be ready. Like, there's no, okay? Yes, do I believe in tune-ups? Yes. He already got his tune-ups. Like, what does he get, like, never-ending tune-ups? Like, oh, now he needs a tune-up against a top 10 guy. Where are you guys getting this from? None of that's true, all right? Like, none of that is true. All right, that's it. Well, Fury will never be the same. You don't know that, and neither do I. None of us know that. All right? Now, you will conveniently say he'll never be the same again. He's going to be, like, they throw numbers out there. He's 30% of what he used to be. That's because they sense, okay, they sense it, that he's going to lose. That's what it is. They're putting Wilder in a lose-lose situation. That's what they're doing, right? They may tell you, oh, no, it's not that. I want Wilder to get full credit. That's why I think Fury should have 4 or 5 more fights. So he needs to have, like some people say 3. Oh, he needs to fight and then he just make shit up. Like, he's got to fight 2 top 20 guys and then like 1 top 15 and like 2 top 10s. And then we'll see if he's ready. Like what are you guys talking about? Honestly, what are you talking about? The guy's undefeated. Yeah, he was out for a while. He's got some tune-ups in. He's a championship level caliber fighter. That's it. He needs to fight championship level fighters. Okay, it's horseshit what a lot of you guys are doing. Why didn't anybody tell? Why didn't Sugar Ray Leonard get 4 or 5? Why didn't he fight 4 or 5 top 10 guys? Okay, before he fought Hadler. Like, well, why did that happen? Right, according to you guys. Okay, oh, he's got to fight like top. Like, there's many top 10. Like this is insane. All right, it's crazy. Like, you can't make this shit up. Okay, so in the meantime, I think about it. So let's say later this year he would have 1 more fight with a top 20 guy, and then early 2019 he'll fight a top 15 guy, and then later in the year he'll fight a top 10 guy. That's the end of 2019. 2020 rolls around. He's got to fight another dude, and then maybe he'll be ready, right? So we got to wait a year and a half to make the fight because certain individuals just feel and want to conveniently feel like he's just not ready. Like you think he'll magically just become he'll be ready if he fights this specific amount of top 10 dudes. That's all made up bullshit. Those are things you guys are making up, right? That's it. No one knows him better than he does. He feels he's ready. All right? He feels he's ready. You guys were saying shit when Klitschko was coming off a long ass layoff and he was old as shit. Okay, fighting AJ. You guys weren't saying shit about that. Oh no, but that's different. Well, Fury was doing drugs and Fury was depressed and like all these things that are like non-factors as far as blaming Wilder. It's none of his problem. That's not his issue. I'm even seeing channels that have for years said things like, oh, if once a guy signs the dotted line, that's it. He agreed to the fight, and that's it, okay? 2-man sign, then that's it. The winner gets all the credit, right? Channels that I know have been saying that for years, all of a sudden are flipping, and they're saying things like, oh, I don't know if Fury's ready. To be honest with you, I mean, he fought Pinata. I don't know if Pinata is the right way to assess this whole situation. I don't know, man. Like, this is stupid. This is dumb, right? I mean, it's honestly. And let's say like, what's the big deal? So worst case scenario, he loses. What, are you scared that if he loses, he'll be destroyed for life or what? It is something about Wilder that's really scary that you guys don't want to admit. So that's all I wanted to kind of say about that. It's a big fight. They don't want this fight to happen, okay? They don't want Fury Wilder to happen. They'll rather shit on the fight, right? Tell the whole world it's a crap fight just because Wilder is likely going to win that fight. They'll rather do that than actually just give the fight the praise that it deserves. It's when AJ fought Klitschko, then I gave the fight the credit that it deserved. But now the fact of the matter is, your opinions aside, that Wilder is fighting the guy that beat Klitschko, right? He's fighting for all of you that have claimed all for months now that lineal is the way to go, right? Oh, it's all about lineal. This is as lineal as you get, Tyson Fury. This is as lineal as you can fucking get. You don't get more lineal than that. So that's what I'll say. To answer the question in the chat, I want to see the fights when they're ready to make the fights, okay? Fury's a grown-ass man. He feels he's ready, let's do it. Well, what the fuck are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Exactly. People are just making shit up, man. Like when you go on vacation, right, from your profession, you come back, you're ready to roll, man. You're ready to rock. If you're out for a couple years, you may need a day or two to get things back in order, right? You don't need years to get it all in order again, right? It's the debate is Tyson Fury a broken fighter, right? Is he done? If he is done, if he's literally a shell, he'll never be the same ever again. And that's honestly how you feel. He's not going to get any better next year than he is now. Okay? So the time to make the fight is now, and that's it. If this is ready, I agree. If somebody wants smoke, let them get that opportunity. I'll tell you what, man. If they really felt that like Wilder was a fraud, then the Fury should handle him no problem. If that's really the case, right? If that's honestly the case. But me personally, I can't wait for the buzz. I can't wait for it's the best, it's the biggest heavyweight boxing fight to be made right now. Aside from AJ Wilder. But AJ doesn't want to fight Wilder. So we got to settle for Wilder versus Fury. It's the biggest fight to make right now. That's going to get signed. That fight. Right? So I'm looking forward to that fight. Right? Anyway, apparently the 50 million was real, but it was a scam with Frank Warren, and that's the story that a lot of these dudes are sticking to. Notice how this will not be talked about, down the line. This is just the latest in all the attempts to erase the fact that their boy AJ ducked the fight. And he refused the fight, despite the fact that he was offered $50 million. And by the way, if they're going to pay you $50 million guaranteed, would you really care what network it's going to play in? Talk about the stupidest thing I've ever heard, right? And that's if you take what they're saying at face value. Well, that's it. This is DStyle. I'm out.